morning. Good morning.
Great morning.
Good morning. We getting right into it. We are live from Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
What up, what up, what up?
Hope everybody's well. We're going to jump right into it. What we talking about today, Shima?
Man, we got that WAP. WAP. Okay.
Certified.
We got the WAP on the timeline, the song, the music, the lyrics. Everybody's talking about it. Also, we have that Nick Cannon voting for Kanye West. You know what I mean?
Supporting him,
Yeah, support.
Yep,
So moving right along, jumping right into it.
So first of all, have y'all seen the video?
Seen it about 300 times, brother.
Seen
About
it.
300 times.
Hey,
Sexy video.
can we go and split this up?
Sexy
Hey.
video.
Can we
Relax yourself. You know, it's the morning.
I'm
You
a
gotta
little
get
excited.
back.
I got two sides.
Jump
I got
right
two
in there.
sides. What side we want to talk about first?
Well, see, the adult side of me.
Okay, we're going to start with the adult side.
Entertainment. It's a place for that.
Right.
This is the greatest video I've ever seen in a long time.
Okay, it's not
Okay.
the
That
greatest.
perspective. It's
It-
very
yeah.
sexual. I like
Actually,
that.
So you're respecting it,
But-
you're enjoying it.
Wait.
But how accessible it is to the kids and stuff. As you know, it's a tough one. But I think our culture and our music as a whole is just, it needs to be worked on. It ain't just this music. It's all of it. It's music that's
man.
affecting the little girls and the boys. Just to keep it 100.
You jumped too fast, but yeah, that was a very nice video.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, you made sure everybody watched it.
Oh, yeah.
Morning. What up,
Yeah,
Jedi?
shout out to
must
Suki and Normani and everybody else.
Suki?
Everybody did a good job.
I
What's your
played that
favorite
video.
part?
Oh, man. The leopard. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fire.
Hey, everybody hating on. Well, not everybody. A lot of people are hating on that video.
Why?
Even the what's her name? The tiger lady.
Carol
Oh,
Baskins.
Carol
really?
Baskins has something to say.
What she got to say about that?
Hey.
She didn't like the
I
use
know
of the cats in the video, man.
Wait a minute.
It's about cat
Hey,
though.
Carol
Baskins
Oh, my God.
killed her husband, clapped him.
Okay.
Stop it.
Yeah, she didn't like the use of the tigers. And then the main thing that I was like tripping off of was how many people are like pretty much saying that they are responsible for this term thought culture, which I'm like, I didn't even know that existed.
Man,
Thought culture. Okay.
to me, the hip hop culture.
What up, Too Much Crutch?
Hip hop promotes all that stuff as a whole. I feel like they're coming at Cardi B and them real hard for what they doing, when the truth is all the music in the culture is affecting everybody, man. The girls, the boys, the men make it too, the women make it. It's just what it is.
The thing is, I agree. The men been making it because, we had, a nice, round of Two Live Crew, Too Short,
Yep.
and it was entertaining to some of us, and to some of us it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it is just entertainment. Cardi B comes from a background of, being at the strip club, y'all. And it's entertainment, So, let's go and, I want to flip it and say, a lot of us, we need to watch what we, bring in our homes. So
It's music.
yeah, it's music.
At
So,
the end of the day, it's music.
yeah, so if you don't want if you feel offended, don't watch it. If you want your kid
It's
watching
that
it,
easy to do.
don't
Because
watch it,
parents
you
still
know?
have to be parents.
yeah, you still
Right.
got to be a parent.
I mean, you know how much stuff is on this earth
Exactly.
that's detrimental or is inappropriate for certain age groups or whatever. That's up to you,
Right.
to monitor and to teach your kids.
And you won't be able to monitor everything. Go ahead, G. My bad.
You not.
I feel you. And I just wanted to show you this tweet right here by Dr. Boyce Watkins. He said people were mad. Another aspect of it is that Kylie Jenner was in the WAP video.
I mean, they said
and,
it's...
and they were saying she's stealing #Black culture. And he said he raises black girls. He told them that's not black culture, that's thought culture. So that's one person that's, coming out saying
The
that
song-
this is not our culture anyway as a people. You know what I mean? This is entertainment. This is music. This is, you could say hip hop. You know what I mean? You can go there with it, but to act like people just putting too much on it, I think.
I mean, they said it's some
It's
hoes in the
music.
house, nigga.
And,
You know
it-
what I'm
and
saying?
it's
It's a
talking
thought
about
song.
The
I
WAP
mean, at
video,
the end of
y'all.
the day, though, the issue that I have with it is the fact of they want to create a double standard.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Bingo.
When you draw a line in the sand, it's really hard to come back from certain things that you say. You know what I
Bingo.
mean?
Uh-oh.
And I
Fist
think
bump.
that you can't sit here and have one comment and one video and, you know, single these women out, these ladies out or whatever for talking about something on our body. You know what I mean? That's what we have. We have that. You know what I mean?
A man
you don't want
probably
to talk
wrote it.
about it. You know what I mean? You don't want to talk about it.
Go
I don't
for it.
Some men
understand.
probably wrote it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
That
why
part.
should she have to? Well, the people have to. Why do they have to basically sit there and not say something about something that you probably use every day? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like I don't like the fact that they're making it a wrong or a right. You know,
Right.
that's the issue that I have with it. You know, I can, you know, censor it. I can censor, you know, because it's stuff on the radio right now that are pop songs that I think are inappropriate. You know what I mean?
Right.
Country pop, a lot of different genres, but at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that I'm promoting it just because it may come on the radio or I'm playing it or you may be playing the playlist and it plays next or something
Right.
like that, you know?
Yes.
I think the real issue should be we should have a problem. If you're gonna have a problem with the people that's making it so accessible for all ages in the whole world. But don't get you can get mad at the artist. I understand that perspective too. But you really, in my opinion, is we got to get more. The people that are putting it out need to be more accountable because it's just too accessible. Like there's no age restrictions and things that block kids from accessing it on YouTube and things like that. Like my 10-year-old son probably can pull up, or 9-year-old can pull up this video right now.
Yeah, see, don't
Hey,
get me wrong. I want to.
Too much Crush brought up a good point. He said he brought up the ain't no fun.
Oh, we got a call in.
Hello, caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey,
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
who is this?
Where you
Good,
calling from?
good morning. I would like to comment on the WAP video and what you guys are talking about right now. I totally agree.
Right, hold on. How you gonna dance around who this is?
Wait.
We already know who this is.
Yeah,
Continue.
Is this Miss Anonymous?
Anonymous.
We know this voice.
Anonymous. Go ahead. Please.
Hey,
Go ahead and tell
Anonymous,
us how you
Anonymous
feeling,
ain't Anonymous
sister.
no more.
Hey, what's
You are not
up?
anonymous. Go
We
ahead,
know who this
sister.
is.
Wait, let her speak. I can't wait.
All right, we there. Let's go.
We need to get you on here.
I have, I would love to come. I have so many things to say, but I do, first off, it is a hypocrisy. You know, it is a double standard for women. We can't embrace our sexuality, you know what I mean? It's okay for men to have done it so many times in the past and in hip-hop culture. And every time a woman does it, put it on the forefront, people are scared because a lot of women are scared of their sexuality. Some women are not as liberated as Cardi B and Megan. And so
You
for
brought
them
up
to
a
say that,
great
they
point.
believe that it's vulgar.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Some women that themselves think that that's vulgar, not even
Really?
on a man point, because they have not sat up there and understood and rose up in their light of owning their sexuality and don't even know how to work it. Let's be real, okay? and
Yeah,
that's
it's
Wait a minute, you
because
going
of
to a whole-
stigmatism. Yeah.
Oh, look. But everybody and their mama ain't got to know how you work it, dude.
Yeah.
You know, but
No, they
Miss Anonymous,
they don't know how. No, that's not the point that I'm making. But what I'm saying is, some women, like when you describe those things, it's like they haven't even experienced that. You know what I mean?
It's uncomfortable,
and it's shameful, and that exactly, and that's society's fault. We have not sat up there and talked about women enough for them to be comfortable. Even talking about your menstrual cycle is shunned, and breastfeeding. That is a problem with society in a whole. Okay,
I think so. I think that sexuality is a social issue because of the stigmatism.
True.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of
Most
things that are
definitely.
taboo,
I
and
was just about to say
especially
that, Shima. Yeah,
you know, conversations about our sexuality become something, especially in the unfortunately, like Black community, hip hop community or whatever. we may have some kind of dysfunction in the way that we approach things. You know what I mean? It's not readily available.
Exactly. Right.
We're not having these conversations healthily, and
At all.
I
we want to
totally
jump
agree with
behind
you.
a
And
lot of
it's a
things
reason.
and institutions or whatever. Sometimes,
Right.
unfortunately, religion and other things or whatever. I don't want to get all into that or whatever, but
But it got
we start
70
feeling-
million views in 4 days. So
Yeah.
Right.
we need to knock it off with the
And
hypocrisy.
slavery and sexuality. That's something too that
like I
they
said,
don't want to talk about.
I don't where I stand. Like I said, I think it's a place for everything. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like
exactly.
it's adult entertainment. However,
Yeah, 'cause-
I don't like the attack that women are only getting, or that Cardi B and Megan are getting, as if the entire hip hop culture hasn't been promoting the very same thing from the men too.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a
you've
problem,
heard the
period.
word toxic masculinity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
honestly,
exactly.
that's something that I think that we have to open that,
Right.
open the lines of communication up and talk about it,
Right.
because some people say it's there, some people say it's not.
And I'm not saying
You
this
know?
like, and I'm not just blasting our culture like you said earlier. It's all music.
I understand.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So
It is.
but we talking
And
about
we can go from
ours,
country to blues to pop
But
to,
I give you an
know.
example. When we was coming
Right.
up, you watch what you watch what you do on TV, pretty much. So all the little girls that was at my school twerking a cappella and everything, they was
Said
watching
acapella.
the breezies on the hip hop videos,
Yeah.
right? And then us men, guess who we was trying to be like? The rappers talking about.
Yeah, but that's what you're exposed to. That's what you're listening to. That's the channels that you have preset on your radio. That's what you hear in your household, on the streets, in the
Right.
school.
But
Exactly.
isn't that
That's
an
what your
overall
parents
problem,
about.
period,
So
though?
that's just parental
I mean, I
parenting.
think that's more like an environmental issue, because it is like what you're basically exposed to. You know what I mean?
But does one deserve more criticism than the other within
No.
that? That's
no,
where I'm getting
because
at.
No.
it's like
That's
if
what I
you're
feel like
listening
is
to
going on.
9 Inch Nails, and other people like back in the day, in my day
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, then you're not going to basically be known as a hip hop head. You know what I mean? But then it's like when they want to label you and say, okay, you're a punk rocker or something like that or whatever, it becomes not as harsh as a gangbanger or a
Right.
hip hop
Yeah.
head. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's the issue. You know what I mean? That's the issue that we
And that shit
face,
how you so riled
you know?
up, you go shoot up a whole school or something.
I'm just saying,
That's a good
It's a
point.
big
Art,
difference.
Angelica is bringing up the point of are they influencers though? Like as far as influencing.
They are influencers.
Yes. Because of the position they are placed in, they would
They're-
be
But
considered.
once again, that still goes
To
back
who
to the
though?
home.
To whose
That still
house?
goes
In
back
whose
to the
house
home.
are they influencers? You know what I
Whoever
mean?
they are, whoever's allowing it.
Yeah. And it's not. You got to
But
say
how
it's
do you-
nothing wrong with.
But how do you run away from that? How do you basically say?
See, what about it takes a village to raise a kid, though?
It does. That's
So
always
if I
the
control
case.
my household,
We need to work on the village, bro.
But everybody has to collectively do that, because I could control my house, but that don't mean when my kid get to school that this kid's mom
Yeah,
ain't
but
with
that-
the business
see,
and
but
they
see what
own.
you're saying right now, right? It's like I can control my house, but we need to help with the butt.
Yeah.
We need to help with other children somehow, some way.
Then I would think that would
Hey.
mean all
You know,
parents
just
would
like
need to.
how Shima said,
What's so
you know-
scary about a woman being sexual? That's one.
Yeah, that's what I was
that
about
to
to
me
bring
is
up.
like
It's like,
the underlying question.
why is
Like,
it
why
so
is that
taboo?
so
I'm just
controversial?
saying-
Everybody have sex.
What about
Get over
the
it.
issue with people thinking that it's like power in that? It's
What
power
up, Michael?
and empowerment in basically the video and the song and the lyrics, because women are feeling like it's about damn time that somebody said this.
Right.
Why do I have to basically be people say, oh yeah, a lady in the streets, a freak in the sheets. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so why do I have to?
Hey,
you know
that's
what I
a
mean?
good point. Yeah, that's
exactly.
like.
Why do I have to do
But I
that?
think
Cardi
there's a
said she don't
difference
cook, she don't
between-
clean, but you know how she got this ring.
But
You know what I mean?
But is there a difference between expressing your sexuality and being extra promiscuous? Is there a
That's
difference?
a huge.
I mean, yeah, that's
It's
a
a
huge
huge
difference.
Because the song
It's
started off
always-
saying there's some hoes in this house, so we kind of know where it's going right now. It's about to
I
get
mean,
real.
They're in the
niggas,
house.
some-
They're in the house though, and it looks like it's a fun house.
Hey.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
and don't get me wrong. See, when it comes to
It's
sexuality,
35
I
free.
personally feel
7 days a
that
week.
that sexuality should be private. Keep it to yourself, but it shouldn't be so taboo.
Hey, we're
Right.
gonna spend the whole
but,
show.
but
y'all.
also,
Shut up. Let her roll.
Also, I
How
feel
do we
like
do that, though?
don't teach our young boys and our young men to basically be promiscuous or be sexually free, But then you don't want to say vagina. You don't want to say tampon.
Oh,
you don't want to say.
Hey, you're a real MVP. Hey, Damon, I see your comment too.
Hey, you did this 2 times now.
You know what I mean?
Hey, we gotta let you go. Hey, you can call in every week.
We love you.
Thank you, Miss Anonymous.
Thank you for dropping all your
shit,
signs
let her
on us.
Anonymous. Thank
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
you. She come with the
heat.
points that bring some heat to the
She come
table,
with
boy.
the heat.
Hey, but that's a
real,
good
for
point because somebody
Damn,
said earlier, like you know, it ain't no fun. You know that type of
Right.
that type of song. If the homies can't have none,
Right.
And that was a hit, right?
It was a hit record,
Even
and
though
it's a song as well that kids don't need to listen to too.
It's still fun if the homies don't get none.
I just think we
stingy.
always get all crazy when we see the women start doing it. And it's just like, yo, hey, I can't hear my. Yeah.
I mean,
No,
50
just-
had Magic Stick,
Yeah.
Lollipop. What is
Yeah.
it? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Candy Shop.
All these songs
You know,
is
it's like-
sexual to the mug. You know,
Yeah.
like,
So seductive. Yeah.
Slob on the knob. What's that?
Slob
You know
on
what I
the
mean? It's like,
yeah. We've been doing this
Yes, we
okay,
have.
like, hello.
on both people.
Yeah.
I think
On
it's just
both
the
people.
We gotta
natural.
get
Hold
over
on.
it though.
Yeah, we do.
We gotta
Yeah.
get over it. It's too much emphasis being put on
It's
a
like,
song
bro,
and
relax.
sexuality when everybody has sex. Everybody's here because 2 people have sex. Like you know how many people's on planet Earth? Just think about that, man. We got to stop acting like this is.
And unfortunately, we have a culture of somebody going like this to people and telling them don't do this or whatever.
Yeah.
Instead
you
of
can't-
pointing them 3 fingers back at themselves,
Right.
everybody always pointing.
You know,
It's three
and then
pointing back, you know.
then they paying for
Yeah.
some toots or
Need somebody sitting up here with
Man.
15.
in the back office. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like at the end. Anyway,
Preach it. Just like, can you say that?
stop
again?
judging folks.
Pointing the finger, but they might be paying for some, for some
Right.
toots.
Look at yourself.
Or
And-
it could be even worse.
Daniel said what happened to BET Uncut.
Hey man,
Hey,
Hey, that's the
'Cause I
first
know
time
I
I've
should
hey,
seen.
be
shout out to
Uncut.
Nelly. Man,
Yes.
they did.
Oh man,
No.
see,
I'm
Hey.
sorry.
Booty
Hey,
poppin'.
nobody can tell me about
Hey.
tip drill.
It wasn't better than
Drill,
Ludacris'.
hey, I'm sorry.
Was it better than Ludacris?
He was demonized from that song.
Oh,
On a handstand.
stand.
On my American bandstand. So
see?
Yeah.
Yes.
See? Look at that energy.
No, remember he got in trouble for that. That was
Somebody
too much.
pull up some Trina since we going there.
You don't know
Come on
that.
now.
But what about that little Kim though? Oh, see, we going in a different conversation now.
And let's not get on Patra. But
Oh, yes.
Pull up to the
Okay.
bumper,
You see the
baby.
positivity that we talking about now?
Hey, what's
All
our
the stuff
next
that was
topic?
talked about now.
Stop
we can talk
judging
about it.
folks. That's right, Shonda.
Yes.
Yes.
Please stop talking. Oh,
Stop
yes. Yes.
right.
You know,
Stop it.
like I said, we can sit back from back in the day and be like, remember that video? Oh man, yes.
Right, but I feel like this. Don't expect the radio, the TV, or the internet to raise your kids.
Can't do it.
Yes.
You know,
Gonna be in trouble.
Like as a parent, don't sit here and
Don't
think
let the
that
video game.
you can have them exposed to something like it's about the foundation. What are we
Yes.
giving people? The foundation
Preach.
of what we
Preach.
send them out in the world with is something that is going to be with them forever. Okay, so how can you say that something is going to be? I mean, that's almost like offensive because my thing is, I'm feel like what I put in you is so strong and deep or whatever that you're going to be able to have a moral compass to get yourself out of a lot of situations. You know, because I feel like it's like well-rounded. You know,
Right.
a lot of people.
You should be able to handle that
Exactly.
and know right from wrong. Just like you should be able to play Grand Theft Auto and
Yeah.
know that's just a video game. You should be able to go
Right.
into the
Right.
theater and watch a violent movie and
And it
not
goes
have
back
the
to
urge to kill
accountability
nobody.
because
Yeah.
now you're going to probably go somewhere and say, oh, it's because of this that they did this.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Or it's because of, and
I
now
think
you want to
being real too,
blame
like with your
somebody.
kids too. Like, with my kids, they know I listen to all that nonsense, and I explain to them, hey, it's a certain age, you know what I'm saying, where you can roll to that. Like, you just ain't gonna
Exactly.
listen to that right in front of me though. And you
Like
get
I
to
said,
school,
it's all in your household because I
Yeah.
remember a time when you remember the movie Boomerang.
yeah.
My mother was not having it. She's like,
Yeah.
you cannot see this.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
remember
like,
you couldn't watch that.
Yeah,
I was
couldn't
like,
watch
I
it.
got to see what this movie's all
But
about.
you knew it was
Exactly.
something that you could not watch.
Right.
And that
My
was
mother
just
was
that.
not having it. She was
Right.
like, no, you can't watch Boomerang.
And I
I'm like,
remember the
what?
message was so strong at times. You would be with like an older cousin or something, and they would tell you, "Hey, turn your head. Like, you
Yeah.
ain't supposed to be watching this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how we policed each other with certain things. And it's like that. If
Even
that's
here in the
if that's
barbershop.
still there, Yeah, you got to be.
You know,
it's
we
time
turn
to
stuff off. You know, we respect
hey,
women.
it's kids in here. Are your
and
ass?
kids,
Is any kids in here?
And
Yeah.
we're not saying put it in people's faces, but it's like I really do believe that we have to stop ourselves and start thinking more instead of just reacting off of things and having a reaction off of now.
Like relax.
Right.
Everybody calm down.
Serious,
that
bro.
song is not gonna ruin the world.
And historically, we have to remember that this is age old. They've been talking about this stuff.
hey.
They've been doing this.
Yeah,
Hey,
Oh, do not put that up. Really? Really? You gonna put me on blast, David?
Jason could not watch Boomerang, but he was bringing pornos to the
yo.
Wait.
Really?
I'm like, wow.
Wait. Time out.
David, man.
Listen.
And we live, man.
Since he put me on blast, I'm gonna tell y'all how I met Dana, right?
Right.
Dana stay across the street from me. I've known the boy since I was 5, right?
Yo.
That he saw me outside with this old cool ass little scooter or some shit, right? Excuse my language. So he like, who's this kid, right? So when we got cool, I learned that he was a dude with the pornos. I mean, with the Playboy magazines in his garage. Boom, homie.
So both of y'all was some sexualized, nasty little niggas then.
Oh
See,
my
it's
God,
big
baby.
going on.
Really? Oh.
Hey, this nasty stuff better than
Hey,
Yo.
So y'all think I'm your brother? Really? Oh my God, Michael. I'm screwed. Oh, I'm
You got him cussing. Hey, but look,
we got
real
the second accuser.
as we said,
We got multiple accusers.
What's in the dark is gonna come out.
It always come to light.
What's in the dark is gonna come out in the light.
Always come to light.
y'all really go get me on the show? Really?
Ooh, we live too.
Hey,
Whoa,
see, this is
okay.
why we keep telling y'all we live.
Right.
Yeah, understand how important that is. We not chopping up nothing, posting it later.
Right.
Oh,
All from the
my
hip.
God.
All from the hip.
Oh.
Hey, but
man.
hey, G, don't you got that? We want to show y'all something real quick, man. This nasty shit been going on. Okay,
Man, I gotta find.
we gotta find this video for y'all real
I'm gonna
quick.
definitely put it in the. I can't play it, but I'm gonna put it.
Oh, that's right.
I'm
we
gonna put
can't
it in
play
the description though. It's a video from 1935.
link.
It's a
Oh, yeah,
song. I'm gonna
put
put the
that on.
link
Put the link.
in the video description. When you get a chance, go listen to this song from 1935. It's nastier than anything I've ever heard in my life.
I haven't heard it.
I promise you
heard
this.
Right.
I promise you haven't heard anything that's nasty in your life.
I gotta hear it.
But I will
Please,
say
please.
this though: in those days, I gotta play devil's advocate. You had to really look for that music though. That music now is it's everywhere.
No,
I'm like, dear child.
Boomerang didn't even have nobody naked.
You couldn't find
Right.
nothing.
First of all,
You had to look for that.
you think so?
I don't think that music in 1935 was just all on the radio like that. Just,
Okay, so do you?
what she saying?
Man, she was. Woo. Hey, let we gotta move.
That was
on,
a
man.
dark
Yeah,
record.
we gotta
move on.
now.
Yeah, we gotta-
be on blast.
Look, they had their little
Lives have been
music
changed.
rooms. They had their little live, and it was probably live. They were probably watching her.
Probably was worse.
You know what I mean? So
What we got, G?
We going on to the okay. So real quick, the election 2020. We got Kanye West is still obviously in the race, and Nick Cannon came under fire because he pretty much he was at LAX and TMZ ran up on him and said, how do you feel about Kanye West? And he said, I think we need another black man in the White House, and he has my vote. And then Black Twitter and the internet just went crazy. They went crazy after that. Like a lot of people came out against him. Stephanie Mills actually said that Nick Cannon and Kanye West are acting like paid slaves.
Ooh,
That's strong language right there.
that's
You know what I mean? And
strong.
once again,
Hit the button, Jay.
I feel like it's not okay.
Ooh, baby.
It's not okay to have an opinion about something anymore. You know?
Hey, I agree. I think first of all, should nobody say nothing about anybody and who they want to vote for, man.
Yeah.
Let that man vote for. I mean, look at his reason.
Yeah. I mean,
I ain't saying it's the best reason, but it
I'm
ain't the
not saying
worst
it's the
either.
best reason.
it's not. My thing is
Just
like
let 'em
this,
be.
man. We all know that whole situation is kind of sketchy, period, to say the least. But that don't mean you got to call somebody a paid slave, or I'm not even trying to put her down, but I'm just saying, relax. Once again, everybody relax. It's his opinion. We don't. First of all, that man been going through a lot already. We already covered him a few shows ago.
Bruh.
He just lost all his shows. He might really feel like that, and you got to roll with it. And if you disagree with him, talk to him or leave him alone.
Right.
That don't dictate nothing you got going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And it's enough going on with this election anyway. I mean, they just rushed the president out the briefing room the other day. Somebody was shooting outside the White House. You already had Donald Trump talking about, you might not see him for a while. What up, Brandon?
What up, Brandon?
Whoa. Who's shooting outside the White House?
He said Nick Cannon trying to get on as a VP.
Hey,
Hey, he lost his show. I wouldn't blame him.
hey, man, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, that's her name. Thank you, Ayana. Yeah, Lucille Bogan. To the cows come home. That's the name of that nasty song.
That's that nasty song.
To the cows come home.
everybody-
Hey, she
1930.
sound nasty.
Go check
Lucille.
it out.
Oh,
You know-
nasty old lady. Lucille.
Exactly.
Oh man, they put you on blast today. That's cold.
They put me on blast.
Yeah, they put all your
Wow. Thanks a lot, y'all. You know.
Yeah, but no, somebody was shooting outside the White House, and they rushed him off of stage, and they locked down the briefing room, and it was a little tense scene, and especially after he already said, I made a lot of people mad, and you might not see me for a while, and then they had that little shooting at the White House. It's just a lot going on. It's been a very, very, very rough year.
I believe with everything going on, that means there's something real big going on that we don't know about.
Well, respectfully, I think that people are waging, their voice on the election because that's just what it is. That's what's coming up. That's the most relevant issue
Right.
of our time right now. And people are very compassionate, about what's going on because it's going to make a big difference. But you cannot, I feel like we're basically teetering on a scary fence because we're basically saying that people can't have the freedom to say things and the freedom to
That's the
express
problem with
themselves.
this
Feel
whole
like we got
cancel
freedom of
culture.
speech still?
Nah,
And for them
that's
to
out
be-
the window. This cancel culture got to
Yeah,
stop.
for it to be 2020,
Cancel culture.
it's really
Like, you can't say how you feel
Can't
no
say
more.
can't
nothing.
really say anything or have a difference of opinion.
Like, see, I
know?
think true freedom is a man like Kanye West being able to run as president. That's freedom. For you to tell the individual you can't run because of any reason or any, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
Now, whether or not you vote for him, that's your individual choice. Do I think he's going to win? No. Everybody knows he's not going to be president. But should he be able to run? If we really are free, yes, he should be. Anybody should be able to run for president.
Right.
When they tell you in kindergarten, hey, you could be a president if you want to. I thought that was a lie when I was a little kid.
Right.
But now it's looking like, man, you can run
Probably
for president.
can
You
be.
might be. So I think that's a good thing. But I think when we get to the point, like you said, of like it not even being okay, like you can't even say, hey, this is how I feel, or I disagree
Right.
with this, or I'm going with this guy. That's an issue because now we kind of taken away from the First Amendment.
Right.
Right.
Our
Right.
freedom of speech is under attack. And if you look at the way all of social media is starting to be policed and everything,
Right.
we get to the point where freedom of speech is no longer, it's an
Yeah.
illusion.
Like
That's why they have federal agents out for just protesting now,
yeah, that's wild. Like I don't even know how to tell someone that they're being sensitive. Like
You can't.
You can't even. Can you even say that word or soft or those
You
things?
can't say nothing.
You can't say. Yeah.
No.
It's going to be,
Pop up this
You can't.
last one by Damon. Stephanie Mills responds free speech too.
yeah, no, that's cool. But like, I feel like
It is.
her response is free speech. That's why I said I don't want to throw her under the bus. But when you get to saying people are slaves and everything just because of how they feel, and then people are pushing their power, stretching their power to try to get different people blackballed behind the scenes and stuff like that. That's where I feel like when it comes to the canceling of it, that's a bit too much.
Yeah, we got to get rid of that cancel culture, but that's the show, y'all.
Thank y'all.
Hey, thank y'all.
We love y'all.
Thank you.
Especially for putting me on blast.
All of Jay's accusers.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. How much it costs?
It's free.
Yes, it is all free speech.
It's free 99.
It's free.
It's free.
Have a good one.
Have a good weekend.
Peace.
Kick it up.